In my opinion, the most nutritionally dense food on the planet is nuts. Now, if you're a client of mine, you'll know this, that I include nuts every single day. Now, here's the thing about nuts. What we don't know is what we don't know. Because if you look at the back of a packet of nuts, it's going to say, per 100 grams, it's going to say 25 grams of protein, 50 grams of fats, and about 10 grams of carbohydrates. Generally, roughly around there. Now, what I want to know is, how the hell do they know that? I had an argument with somebody recently. Actually, I don't say argument. It was a debate. We had a debate, and the guy just wasn't having it. I was saying my bit. He was saying his bit. We weren't agreeing on it, so we agreed to disagree. But the point I was trying to get at, and I'm going to give you guys my reasoning behind it, is they do not know how much carbs or protein or fats there is in one nut. So you cannot measure the energy that comes out of one nut. They might burn it and say they freeze dry it, and this comes into a calorie bomb, this comes into a calorie meter, and all this garbage, and so therefore it's 4 calories equate to this, 9 calories. Oh, go tell someone who gives a shit, because I don't. Do you know why I don't give a shit? Because I know you guys are wrong. To this day, one peanut, they do not know what energy or calorie is from carbohydrates, is from fats, or is from protein. They haven't worked it out yet. So why on the back of a packet, have I got a packet over here? I've always got a packet over here, guys. You know I've always got a packet over here. Why on the back of a packet, nutritional information, does it say fat, and of which are saturates, carbohydrates, of which are sugars? Like they know this. Fiber, protein, salt they probably know because they've added salt to this. Do you know what it should say on the back of a packet? We don't know jack shit. That's what it should say on the back of a packet of peanuts, and it should say that on the back of every single packet, any food out there, it should say, we don't know jack shit, because that's exactly how much they know about nutrition when it comes to calories and counting fats and proteins and carbs. I know by looking at a food, by tasting the food, the quality of the food, the quality of a chicken breast, the quality of a chicken thigh, a steak, a peanut, that these are good foods. I know that. When I eat potatoes, I know they're going to cause me bloat. When I eat rice, certain types of rice, I know this isn't good for me. When I eat cream of rice or porridge or all this other crap, I know what's good for me and what's not. When I go to the toilet, I know, oh, do you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be eating that again. That's how you should know, not by looking on the back of a bleeding packet. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make over here is nuts are a superfood that every single person should be consuming at every single time of the day. First of all, I'm going to get this out of the way. A friend of mine, not recently, a while ago, went for I'm going to get this word wrong, am I? What is the thing called? A colon cleanse? I think that's what it's called. When they pump water up your rectum, swirl it around, push it back out. I don't know whether you push it back out or they suck it back out. I've never had it done, but he had this done. And when he left, they said to him, make sure you have some nuts for fiber. Obviously, it's got a good source of fiber inside it. Another friend of mine had it, came to me and said, Faddy, guess what they said to me when I left? I said, what? He goes, nuts. And I said, what have I been saying to you all your life? Nuts. I have been put onto nuts for a very, very long time. I've always found nuts. See, I work nutrition out by my palate, by my physique, by my digestion, by my absorption. When I eat something, I think, this is good for me. It's going to be good for other clients. When that client tries it and he says, no, it wasn't good for me, I'm like, right, stop having those nuts. Have this instead. Stop having that fish. Have this instead. Stop having that steak. You know, that's how I do it. If you're a client of mine, you'll know this is what I would say to you, have any meat you want. Because it's all kind of the same. We're going to go with what your body agrees with and what your body enjoys having. It's no set thing of chicken breast is better than chicken leg because it has more. No, I want to know that. I don't want to hear that kind of shit. So we know the fiber content is second to none when it comes to peanuts. Peanuts are, like I've just mentioned, the most calorific dense, if you want to count calories, food on the planet. Now, there's so much value in the nut, so much value inside the nut. Let me tell you a little story. So I might have mentioned this before as well. I was on holiday recently, and I always take some nuts. But certain countries that you go to, they always have them, so you don't need to take them. When I go to Thailand sometimes, I might take some nuts because I'm not doing the all-inclusive. I'm going to be staying on my own for the first couple of days, so I'll always take some nuts at hand. Then once I'm there, I'll stock up, I'll go out to the markets and I'll go and buy some fresh nuts, some cashews, almonds, stuff like that. This particular time, I didn't take anything with me. And at the all-inclusive buffet, there were no nuts. For a change, for once in Turkey, you go there, there's no nuts. Normally they're full of nuts. Almonds, whole nuts, hazelnuts, everything. And I grab a couple and I always keep them in my room, or I always keep them on me because I know nuts are the superfood. They are the superest of superfoods, if that's even a word. They're the best food you can have. They contain everything and they will not make you fat. So what happened was I was eating normal food. I was eating proteins. I was trying to eat fat, but the fatty meats that they had weren't the best quality or the best tasting. And I can tell because I know when I was eating it, it wasn't what I wanted. Having a little bit of rice, having a little bit of chicken, having a little bit of turkey, then a little bit of fish, a bit of steak. I was eating all this food. My physique just wasn't looking the best for some strange reason. And I'm thinking, what's going on here? This is very strange. I've got my TRT with me. Get that, no problem. I'm doing my cardio in the morning, got that, no problem. I did a little bit of a weight session. Okay, yeah, not the best session, but I did a little bit. It's not like I didn't do anything. Okay, what is wrong? What is going on here? What is missing over here? Anyway, about day 3, I was out and about and I went to a supermarket. It's called Amigos, I think, something like that out there. And I seen these nuts and I was like, wow, those nuts look really good. And they were really amazing. Like they had my 4 best nuts all in one packet, dry roasted and whatever else, salted or whatever you want to call it. And that's almonds, cashews, hazelnuts and peanuts. So I was like, perfect, these are amazing. Anyway, I grabbed the bag. It was a 200-gram bag. As I was walking, after we just had a meal, I polished the whole bag off. And I automatically, as soon as I polished that bag off, I felt amazing. I was like, wow, this is sick. You know what? Because I'm so used to eating nuts, I forgot the value of nuts, which is why I'm making this video for you guys. I went back to the hotel and we'd already had the last meal. That was the meal for the night. We went out this particular time. We didn't do the all-inclusive. We sometimes like to go and eat out. We went to eat out. Got back, had a bit of a dessert, had some water, went to bed. Woke up in the morning, veins everywhere, ripped, stomach sucked in, shredded, looking good. And I was like, I knew it. It's the nuts. It was the nuts. And I went back to the shop and I got a couple of packets and I continued eating them nuts every single day for the remainder of the 3 or 4 days that I was there. I came back and I always eat nuts. You guys know this about me. I'm always having nuts. And if you're a client of mine, you know I always have nuts. So the point I'm trying to make in this video is we don't know what is in nuts. And that's the beauty of it sometimes. I like the unknown sometimes when we don't know what's in it. If we're so smart and so clever, why have we not broken down the nutritional value of a nut yet? Should I tell you the truth, like without joking this time, what it should say on a nutritional packet? Like if they was really good at science and they actually knew what this thing was, the list of nutrition should be about this long. The whole packet length in small writing should be the list of a packet of nuts because there is so nutritionally dense that they just don't even know what's in it. In my opinion, if you were to only eat one food with every single thing inside it for survival and to look good for the rest of your life and to have the good insides, so all your organs and your digestive tract and every single thing is working optimally, nuts is the one for you. A couple of other things to note as well, seeing as though we're on the topic of nuts. I know this video is going to drag on a bit, but it is what it is. High fats, especially the ones that are found in nuts, increase testosterone. So what more do you want? You're already taking testosterone and the nuts increase your testosterone. If you are on testosterone and you take nuts with it, it will have some sort of effect. It's a magical potion or whatever it is. Magical potion. Potion, did I say? Magical potion of something. Who knows what? But it just mixes perfectly. And when you take that, your testosterone, everything feels good. You wake up in the morning, and I say this all the time, when you have some fatty foods, morning wood. Like a rock, you're waking up in the morning. And last but not least, muscle repair. When it comes to building muscle, proteins and fats are the best thing for you to build muscle. Nothing else. Carbohydrates do not build muscle. Carbohydrates do not carry protein to the muscles to repair the muscles. That's not how it works. That's what you've been told it works. Like I said, if you have fats and proteins from nuts every single time, every single day, every single time you eat, and every single day, you're going to repair muscle. You're never going to lose muscle. You know, people say lose muscle. You're not going to lose muscle eating nuts. Anyway, hopefully this video gave you guys some value. Get some nuts in your life, not just the two you've got down there. Comment down below and please subscribe.